Okay. Thank you, all of you who are joining at this time. Once you join, you can share extensively. And just to let you know that we are following up closely on everything that's happening. And to tell you once more, thank you for all you do. That God bless you extensively. Ladies and gentlemen, once you join, you share extensively so that we can have everybody on board. Let's share and bring everybody on board. Thank you so much. I think let's have everybody on board. All right. Okay. Check message. All right. So we'll start in the next 2 minutes. I think the platform is building and the momentum is quite huge. So I want to thank you all for your very powerful solidarity. I want to thank you for all you do. Today we'll talk about a very, very important concept in our revolution, which of course has to do with the converted theory, and we want to pray that all of us were going to adopt this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot that is going. We want to thank our President, His Excellency Sisekwayo Kabe Julius, who has been very strong, very resilient, very committed, who understands exactly where we are, where we're going to, who understands what exactly we are doing, who knows the necessity of the plight and aspirations of the people of Southern Cameroons, who understands the definition of leadership, who knows the meaning of compromise in situations that are very challenging, who also understands that going forward, you have to give something to get something. He has been exceptional. That is why, of course, ladies and gentlemen, as you must have noticed, we keep on praising this man because he gives us the strength to move on. Fellow Southern Cameroonians, today is a very special show. We'll be talking to our compatriots on the need to understand what we mean by the converter theory. If we have just between 10 to 25% of Southern Cameroonians adopting the converter theory, we would get independence tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean like it's hyperbole. We'll get independence like very soon. Now, we must understand that in going forward, we have to scrutinize and review our strategic strategies. And just to let you know that one of those reviews will need the collective efforts of all Ambazonians. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, there is nothing that I, as a person, think of other than the independence of Southern Cameroons. If I believe in one thing more than any other thing, is the fact that this country is going to be liberated. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, I must say with sincerity that your independence is here, and it's left for you to take it. Once we have at least 1,000 people watching live, I'm going to play a very strategic video from my brother and friend Alem, who of course was working on it and got to me, and I contributed my ideas. So National Telegraph has the exclusive rights of that video. You are going to watch it, you enjoy it, and we'll explain to you our perspective and aspiration as a media organ, and to embed into you the necessity for you to understand how strategic it is for us to get this independence. You must have seen a visual Sisiku Ayoktabe International Airport on our timeline. You must have seen the Kumba or rather Bamenda Boya highway. You've seen a lot of things, and that is the visualization of Southern Cameroons. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll also talk about the Lebialem Red Dragon and the fundraiser that is coming up tonight. We will be asking all of you to go out there en masse to support the #1 self-defense in the whole of Southern Cameroons, the Red Dragons of the BLM that were, attacked. But thank God we did not get any casualties from that attack. That is because one thing all Southern Cameroonians must understand is that the war has metamorphosed into the fighting by us physical beings to the enormous contribution and the understanding and the support of all our loved ones that have gone before us. Ladies and gentlemen, the converted theory is going to give you an idea of what I mean, because if you are not converted, you can't contain anything. You must be a convert. You must change your approach. You must understand that endorsing a thing that is a cake, that is hated by the people, is anti-revolutionary. It is primordial for us all to understand the stakes of this revolution and for us to deny to be manipulated by the consistent conspiracy theories of some of our compatriots who are more or less contractors or contractual agents of Mr. Pobia Bimbondo. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why you call me Smoke is because you understand that I have your prayers. And going forward, we want to seize the opportunity to tell all our heroes that have gone, our heroes and heroines that have gone before us, that they should fix a place for us, that we will come. Someday we'll meet again. But before we meet again, we must have fixed a beautiful Ambazonia for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now bring you this beautiful video where I think you can enjoy what we see as Southern Cameroons tomorrow. So I'm still going to play this. This is how our country would be looking at. This is how you want to see Southern Cameroons most advanced. So you have to fight for this country, ladies and gentlemen. For 50 years, we should have something like this. We should have a Toyota company manufacturing stuff in Ambazonia. We should have a department of education as formidable as this, reflective of the Anglo-Saxon form of education.
We will fan the flame of our idolatry, and you feel the shame for what you do in love. And we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we will sing our own song. When the ancient drums will free, the voice of our forefathers sing. Ambazonia, a day of freedom has come for me and for you, for Ambazonia. And we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we will sing our own song. When the ancient drum will swing, the voice of the forefathers sing. Ambazonia, a day of freedom has come for me and for you, for Ambazonia. Yes, we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we will sing our own song. Yes, we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we will sing our own song. Oh, we'll fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we will sing our own song. Ambazonia, fighting with you. 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 Ambazonia, fighting with you.
You know, I look at these images and I cry. And I say to myself, there is no way we can afford to lose. See, let me tell us something. Every reality starts with a dream. When you're going to school, when you're coming to Europe, coming to America, anywhere or anything you want to do in life, you have a forethought. You have to think about what you want to achieve by what you do. You must understand that this is your country. And that is why we play this video thanking our brother Alan, who, conceived the idea, got to me. I think last night we finalized a couple of things on it. And I gave him a little bit of idea on what I think he could add. And it came out this perfect piece. This is to tell you one thing, that we as a people, you have to fight. You have to understand that it is very necessary to get these emotions on, to keep yourself, very, very, very steady. See, let me say one thing. We are going to win because we have won already. But when I say we're going to win, because we already won psychologically, and we've done the regime 90% of the damage. The 10% is the actual separation. I want to let you know that in the spirit realm, we have separated. What is left is physically. Spiritually, no bond exists anymore between La République du Cameroun and Ambazonia or Southern Cameroons. The only bond that you now see is the physical one. Spiritually, it's done, dusted. Now, this takes me to this very, very important aspect, the converter theory. You have to, we all have to convert ourselves into converters. Who is a converter? A converter is simply somebody or having something that can change something to another form. And if you don't change something from one form to another, then you're going nowhere. That is why we have this gentleman here, who is giving La République du Cameroon a whole lot of headache. Our president, he converted this revolution to a mere crisis, to an Ambazonian independence quest. That is why the interim government of the people of Southern Cameroon remains the only body that some of us support, that most of us believe in. Now, I will seize this opportunity to use this converter theory to talk to some activists that when you cannot be converted by belonging to multiple religions, no. There must be an understanding, in fact, a very sharp understanding of the actuality of your approaches. People must understand you. You must not be doubted. You must not be on the fence. One of my friends sent me a text because I'm no longer on WhatsApp. Like I said in my other video, I'm going in my last post, I'm going to put up, you see what is going on with WhatsApp. And I know what's going on. Just today, in 5 minutes, I changed 3 numbers. Although on my same phone, but all were banned. I'm going to show you all of those. So we are planning something with WhatsApp, but that's fine for now. I will explain later on. Now, if you, as an activist, as a frontline leader, you want to show transparency, you must show actuality in your approach. You all know what I'm talking about. One of my friends sent me something from WhatsApp through my regular message saying that some people said something about AK campaign, that Eric Tato wants to hijack AK campaign. The first thing is that hijack is an understatement, because the AK campaign is our life. So we don't have time to reply to those kind of people. Thank God I didn't even see those kind of messages. Now, if there is an idea, it's not even an idea. If there's a name that is being endorsed by activists because we believe in the fact that it's going to help all of us, there is an originator of the AK idea. We don't want to debate about that here because we don't want to go from backward and forward. But if we endorse an idea, first and foremost, Eric Tato is not even, for the longest time now, he's not even in the WhatsApp group for the AK campaign committee, but I get updates on whatever thing is coming in. So I am not in the, because there are people from 13 counties who are respected, who are known, who are better than me in ideas, because I'm just one man. I cannot be better than 13 people. So I want to let people of the other camp, the devilish camp, who think that they can try to dissuade us, cause us to have problems by writing that, oh, Mark brought the AK idea campaign and Eric Tato is trying to hijack it. The first thing is that Mark did not bring the AK campaign, AK idea. He brought the name AK campaign NAC. So bringing the name and bringing an idea is like you said that somebody who generates computer in this 21st century brought the idea. No, that's not true. So we don't want to get to the level where people, I'm not scared to go head to head with anybody that is trying to corrupt the image of this revolution, or anybody who is trying to confuse us, whether it's Mark or Joshua Cow or any other activist or leader. Once you go away, you go away from the goal and aspiration of the people and our project. I will tell you, for example, let me put it very clearly. Mark is already diverting. He's going away from the focus, which I must say, because for me, I always say that I respect him as a pioneer in this activity and stuff, but he must remain focused. I've told him, and I'm telling this as a general message, because there are a lot of things that you say behind the scene and you have to reiterate for other people who are following to understand you. We, the people of Southern Cameroons, we have vomited a group of people. And even Mark Barita wants the AK campaign to succeed. There's going to be two things that are going to happen going forward. Number one is that Mark will either choose to completely abstain from reporting or commenting on issues that concern those people who have been disturbing the AK campaign, who have got all sorts of conspiracy theories. He must desist from it. That is a matter of urgency. He must stop talking about those people. Don't analyze them. Don't bring debates about them on social media, because those people don't support our ideology. It's a camp. You can't belong to the AK campaign that is being opposed by those people, and at the same time, you are still trying to post their things and promote their things. I don't do it because I don't believe in them, because I cannot endorse them. I will never, ever endorse them, except otherwise. I don't know when that's going to happen, but they have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And that's why I have scored their leader minus 1,000 over 100. So he still has a lot of marks to go. So we as a people, we must understand that we are concerned about projects that are universal to the people of Southern Cameroons, not projects that are personal. That is what Barita must understand. And for the first time in the longest time, I come out to tell you this as a brother, because you are sliding away. And the people who tell you that concern of the AK campaign, they are right, because you are stirring unnecessary social media polemics that we don't need at this time of the revolution. You must forget about people who are actually not promoting your ideologies, people who are egocentric, people who are concerned about their personal, their personal interests. You can't be bringing them up. You can't have us be talking about issues that are not related to our AK campaign or to the projects that are supported by the Ambazonian people. So that is one option. Mark must desist talking about these people, analyzing them, because in getting something, you must compromise. You must sacrifice one thing to get another opportunity cost. Stop talking about them. Get the AK campaign going forward. Or you talk about them and you get out of the AK campaign. Nobody's hijacking this. This is an Ambazonian project. It's a project for the Ambazonian people. So we must understand that very clearly. So we must also know that no matter what happens, we as a people, we have a stage that we have to stand. Listen, when you're a preacher, you can't be preaching faithfulness and you're supporting people who are practicing adultery. No. We have a government, and this is one thing that Mark Barita must know. And this is from talking about those people. They're not important. They are full of conspiracy theories. They're so unpresidential. They are so like Paul Biya, because they don't understand that you have to compromise. So I'm done with that. Now going forward, this is what we must know. For us, the contemporary activists, we go with the reality. There's a difference or there are differences between contemporary activists and traditional activists. You know, people who only believe that this issue has to be something because I have been there. Listen, a converter is somebody who converts things, something that can convert something to something else. And Sisiku has converted this revolution from what it used to be to something strategic. I just got information about that one of our brothers who is considered a federalist is going to make a big declaration and a U-turn as I got. I don't know yet. I don't know where that person is, but I think we have the further information that we keep it private. We also got information that a lot of people are coming from Ambazonia and La République du Cameroun to attend the meeting in DC, which is today and tomorrow. Although I have not had further details about it, because at a point I was critical about the contributions of $50 until that was explained to me. See, a converter must be contemporary. You must understand, all of you Ambazonians who are watching me, believe me, the independence is there. It's right around your corner, your noses. It is just left for you to take it. And you cannot mortgage that by compromising your positions with people who adulterate the cause, who adulterate the pureness of this revolution. Like I will say, those other people that you know that I'm referring to, they are satanic, diabolic, manipulative, empty verses, and they have virtually nothing for us to depend on. Because once we have people who have refused to be humble, to serve in order to be served, those people cannot meet up with the very essence of our revolution. Let me say this very clearly. For all of you who care, you have to convert your mind from the lagger, the person who stays behind and waits for others to take actions, to somebody who takes actions. Either through your donations, through your contributions, through your outings. Go to their walls. They say all sorts of things. They write everything, but they don't share pictures and videos showing atrocities on ground zero. For those of you who are joining, we just played a video, a very emotional and compelling video to make you understand how Southern Cameroon is going to look like. You must understand that that is your country, and you have to take it by force. You have to take it, because this is the only reason why we fight, to take Ambazonia. Now, this is the big news that you don't know. I'm going to say it on live video, and you can quote me on it, that according to statistics from, this is the breaking news from the US immigration, according to statistics from most, if not all, of the refugee or asylum camps in the United States, and that the various asylum or immigration centers here in the United States, this is what you don't know. This information was confirmed to me yesterday after I met like with 4 or 5 of ex-military men who came here. So I cannot go give details on that. I actually even had a drink with 2 the other day. So I talked with Atanga Achiri on this, according when I was with them. So this is what we got, that you will be shocked, and to tell that the war is over. Between January of this year till now that I'm speaking, the US immigration has received and given asylum to over close to 300 men or men and women from the Cameroon military, police, gendarmes, warders, military and penitentiary. People have escaped. They are all here in the US. That is only United States alone in 2019. These are figures that can be verified. I'm saying it authoritatively on my name and integrity as the editor-in-chief of National Telegraph. That's something that's going to be published on our official website. I cannot give out false information about immigration in America, because that is not correct. It's actually a crime to publish false news about immigration, especially very strategic things like that. That is why when I said in my last show that this person walked here without documents, I was sure about what I was saying. Now, I want to go forward to saying that over 300 have defected from the Cameroon Army. They are here in America. That is the good news. It tells you something. I had a dream with 2 that I cannot give any further details. And I've met 3x more. And they've told me that in their groups where they travel, by plane or whatever, they came in their numbers. Go to Dubai. Dubai is even worse. And we want to urge all governments around the world, whether in the Arab world, Christian world, or anywhere, any diplomatic mission that is listening to me from La République du Cameroon, please encourage your countries to give these our brothers asylum. Let them give them asylum papers. Is their right, because they are under threat, because they cannot go to Ambazonia because we are going to deal with them. They cannot stay in La République and don't go to Ambazonia because Paul Biya will order them to be killed. So they only need protection here. We need the governments of America, Russia, other countries to know that once you see a military man that has defected, irrespective of where the man is coming from, means the man has refused to continuously promote genocide. And all the military men, if the U.S. immigration is listening to me, please do not hesitate to give them asylum documents. Let them stay permanently here in this country, and they will tell you more about the things that the government of Mr. Paul Biya is doing. Because they are not free in our hands as independentists. We get them there, we defend ourselves, and we take to extra miles. They cannot stay in La République du Cameroon because they have instructions to come and kill our people. So we are asking on the U.S. government and other countries to protect these ex-military men who are running away from the orders of this dictator they call Mr. Paul Biya being Bondo. Where is this picture? Let me pull out this picture. I hope I have the dictator here. Where I will have to check on this picture. Let me get this picture really quickly. Because you know, these are things that we must tell our people. It is very important for us all to know what we are doing, because without knowing these things, we remain very, you know, very vague in our ideas. We have to understand that it is necessary for us all to denounce this dictator called Mr. Paul Biya, this man that has killed at least over 10,000 of our people. We must ensure that Paul Biya is exposed to the fullest. He's one of Africa's oldest dictators. He's a criminal. He's a bloodsucker. He has killed our people, ordered the burning of our villages, and we cannot condone this kind of human being anymore. A man, an old man who is wearing diapers, who can barely talk, like his colleague in Gabon. He's there killing our people, and some people think that we have to joke with this kind of human being. No, we will not joke with him. This is a man. This is a criminal. They call him Paul Biya. You can see him. This is a bandit. This is him. This is the bandit that has killed our people. And so we are asking all the military men who are listening to me at this time that there are opportunities. You have my phone number. If you call me, I will direct you on how to escape. You don't even need a flight to come directly to America. You have ways that will tell you how to escape. Please leave the military now. Your friends are here in their numbers. While you are police, you are gendarme, come to America, go to Europe, go to anywhere and make your life, because you end up being killed. So I'm giving you statistics on the American immigration that over 300 of your colleagues are already here. Maybe in the next show, I will show you a passport, a military passport. You say this man was military, you see this thing there. They have escaped. I can protect their name because of their families still back home. But if you are a military man that you are fighting for this dictator, listen to what Eric Tato is telling you. Leave now. There are opportunities. Leave while you are alive. Do not take a gun and go to Ambazonia that you want to go and kill people, because that country will be free and you will end up being killed in the process. Paul Biya is like 100, although he has kept his age. Look at this man. This man, you are fighting for him. This is the criminal. This man will go to the International Criminal Court. This is the bandit. The man who is killing people, burning houses. And you cannot take orders from this criminal, this bloodsucker. A man how can America have many presidents after him? He is the only president with more than 6 presidents on the roll already. You saw what T-Bone Nash did when he went to the Unity Palace. He told this dictator, just like the U.S. ambassador had told him, that think of your legacy, and they brought him a picture to show him what they mean by think of your legacy. Southern Cameroonians, all of you in the military, police, gendarmes, even the warders, customs, leave now while you are alive. Do not follow this man, because this is the criminal that has been killing our people. So 300 of their brothers are already here. Leave now while it is still early. Take for example, see this bandit. I know that he has been doing things so that my account will be blocked. Let me just get there so that you understand the gravity of how this government is following me up. See, these are my WhatsApp accounts. I think I'll have to okay, let me see if I can take this real quickly. Anyway, I'll put it back normally so that I'll focus on it. You can see. So that's how far Paul Biya can go. This is the first account. You can look all my numbers. Look how many numbers they are banned. That's the number that I was using. Because people who don't know, with WhatsApp, once you have a WhatsApp number, nobody else can use it in the world. Even the government in your country or the network, your service provider cannot take that number back from WhatsApp. It's your number, except you actually decide that you uninstall WhatsApp and then somebody can now get it. But once your WhatsApp is running, nobody can take your number. So what did they do? So people who do not know about WhatsApp, they're only making noise that, oh, why are you using Cameroon number? You can use any number for WhatsApp and there is no breach. The government of that country cannot get into your WhatsApp. No way. That's my first number. They say it's banned from WhatsApp. It was banned. The original number that I've been using for years, even since when I created National Telegraph. That's it. They banned it. You can see. Those of you who used to have that number, that's it. Your phone number is banned from using WhatsApp. Contact support. I've written until they have refused to open it. We go to the next one. The main one that most of you call. I just said, okay, you have banned this one. Let me use this other one. I remove this one. I put this one. That's it. Plus, all of you have this number. Because if you call me directly here, you are going to get this number. They still ban it again. Because they make sure that they've told that man, don't make him to have contacts. So they ban me again with this one. I said, okay, no problem. Last night, I said, oh, no, Siseko is going to court today. I must get a number immediately so that I talk with my stringers inside. You can see even the issue that happened in Dido. They sent it to me like immediately because somebody was on the scene. Before I could get it, I had to pass through my wife to bring it to me. It was no way. I blocked it again. Now, this is the new number that I just put. My friend from Massachusetts bought this number and then sent to me yesterday. This is the number. I put the number. As soon as I put it in my phone, they say it's blocked. They say you are blocked. Okay, that's okay. I bought another number. Somebody bought another number from Douala yesterday in the night, today morning, and get me. As soon as I install it, they still ban it. This is it. That is 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th. Okay, I said this one is still banned. Try another number. Look at this one ends with 19. They bought a new number from Cameroon again. It ends with 99. They still ban it. So WhatsApp is on a spray to ensure that every dictator does not have his contact. So Mr. Pobia, if you care, you spend the well money. And what we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, if I need your help, because we need to mobilize. We need to go to the head office in California because this is the game that the network is playing. I know that the man who has Facebook is the one who has WhatsApp. If they care, they listen to what I'm saying. It's my right to say what I'm saying. Because if they continue this way, we're surely going to take lawsuit against the company. Because you cannot have somebody put his number and I just say hello to somebody, you just block me because you have seen every tattoo. This is a number. You see all these numbers. In fact, the other one, I just installed it and I said hello to one of my friends, a lawyer. I wanted to send pictures. They just blocked it. And let me tell you that when they block it, it's not like the government in that country has your chats. No, it ends at the level of WhatsApp. So I want to say that everybody who is on the National Telegraph WhatsApp groups, especially the new one that some people are complaining that is very rowdy, don't bother yourself. Just exit from the group. We are working strategically to get this WhatsApp thing work. So we're going to go to California to protest on this. And I'm very sure that in not distant time, maybe in a few days, we're going to have a concrete WhatsApp that works. So we're working on it to try to dismantle this myth. Because it's so strange that for one man, one activist, you ban his 5 numbers on WhatsApp. It's not like that is blocked to open. No, I've written to them. They said, no, we will not open it. So there is an issue that you have to know. So those of you who are not able to get me on WhatsApp, please, you can call me directly. For those of you on ground zero, just give me a beep because this my number can never be blocked. this direct line because it's a contract here. So give me a beep on plus +1 202 390 2247. All my stringers, if you want to get to me, send me a text. Hello, this is it. Call me. I'll call you immediately. Any part of Southern Cameroon, just give me a beep. You don't need to even call. If you beep me 1, 2 times, I'm going to call you to follow up what is happening because I know they want to make sure that we get off all our contacts and stuff like that. Thank you so much. Some people have also said that I should change my phone. That's true. People have suggested because they actually follow the IP or something, what number of my phone and stuff like that. So those are 5 numbers on the road. So I want people to know that it is because the government of Cameroon knows that this fight is above them. That's why they are looking for every means to shut some of us up. So we must remain committed. And it's not news because I know from the go that the government is always out to blackmail me. I can begin to imagine the things that I've written to WhatsApp to ban me, to make sure that any number that is related to me, I should be banned. But I'm saying this as a direct message to WhatsApp that WhatsApp does not have any right to ban my numbers that I'm buying with my money, put it on a network that is free to air, and I'm respecting their rules. So please, these are very important issues, and I want all of you Southern Cameroonians to know this. Going forward, what we are doing temporarily at National Telegraph is that we're inviting all our followers, because this is not our fault. We have an official page on Facebook known as National Telegraph. When you go there, what you do is that you click on like and follow. Everybody is watching this show. When you finish, Steve and the rest, go to that page because that is where we post most of our news now. Before from our website, it will go there directly. We also have a website on our official page. You can always follow from there. There's a Twitter account. National Telegraph is on Twitter. There's a Facebook account. So we want to exploit all the networks. And we are also planning on building a National Telegraph app so that we will not have these issues repeat themselves again. We are at a strategic point in this revolution where I know for sure that the government is trying to shut me from information and from exchanging information. Take, for example, look at what time. I'll just go to, okay, now let me check this before I, okay, look at, like, I got serious difficulties. Like, this is when, you see what time my wife had to struggle to remove the information about Lycée Dido. That was 7 a.m. If you look at it, Lycée Dido, 7 a.m. that it came. That's because it was happening, somebody was on the scene. But they have blocked us, we cannot have any information. So it's important for us all to know that this is a new challenge that Facebook, WhatsApp is trying to do. And know that the person who has Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, is the same person that has WhatsApp. So we all have to stand up firm as Ambazonians to do this and do it as a team. So you can go to our official page on National Telegraph. You click on follow and like to make sure that anything we post you see, because we want to keep the contacts. Now, going forward, we'll talk about the BLM. I think I have this message from Reverend Asong. So she just sent this message to me. You know, the Red Dragons were attacked, and a lot of stuff in their camp was carried away with. So we have to go, all of us in our numbers today, to support the BLM community. Please, all those of you in Delaware, you can start driving and coming, and Sister Mirabel, and the rest of you in Delaware. All of you around DMV, all of us have to be there because we want to show the Republic that we are above this. The BLM fundraiser is different from the National AK campaign, because we have the AK campaign, we'll have emergencies when they happen. So I got information here that the BLM, they will be having their fundraiser, of course, it's today, and this is it. So it's going to, the address is very easy. It's Friday, March 29th. It's going to start at 8 p.m. Washington, D.C. time. 8 p.m. Washington, D.C. time is going to be like, it's 5 hours different. What's that? Like 1, is it 1? Yes, I think so. I think it's 1 a.m. ground zero, which ground zero will already be on the 30th of March. So this is it. The address is 9700 Martin Luther King Jr. Highway, Lanham, Maryland. It's just not far, not too far around. So it's 9700. It's a popular hall that people do a lot of activities there. So it's 9700 Martin Luther King Jr. Highway, Lanham, Maryland. I think that is the Oxford Event Center, if I'm not mistaken, for our good brother. So please, All of you who are listening to me, I want to beg you all to go to this fundraiser. It's today, Friday, from 8 p.m. and the address is 9700 Martin Luther King Jr. Highway, Laham, Maryland. So please, that is the address. Why you can also help contribute for the BLM, for the Red Dragons, so that FEMA can get new babies. On Cash App, they have 240 643. Listen, please, 240 643 0704. That's their Cash App. I think I'll bring it closer here so that anybody can see. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's it. It's very visible. So that's the Cash App for the BLM County. So those of you who are watching, that's a Cash App. You can see there on the screen. It's 240 643 0704. I'll zoom on it again much more so that you can see that's it for their fundraiser. So all of you from YouTube who will be watching, support the BLM County. That is what's going on. And then they have what they call, they have an account number and a paper. That's their paper. I think probably lovingchrist@yahoo.com. So I think it's similar to what we have on the AK campaign. So they know how they're going to make that up because they didn't have time to create something very new for the BLM. So they will rectify that. So please, Cash App is there. We'll put out all this information. Want to thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to be a converter. Look, for example, we have friends in the UK, like a Kembe Emmanuel, who is always there to put pressure at the level of the Commonwealth. We have people who are doing their own things, very, very significant things at their various levels. And we want to say, Ambazonians, that this is the spirit. We have to fight this dictator, make sure that this dictator is defeated, because this is the man that has been killing our people. We have to stay focused so that we completely look at this man. Paul Biya must be defeated. And for him to be defeated, we must all contribute our own bits to ensure that our people are safe in the bushes and all of those things. I will go now to play this video once more for those of you who have just joined, and then I will come back to conclude the show with some very significant announcements. So I want you to watch this. This is our dream, Southern Cameroons. It's very, very relevant and important, significant for you to see. So listen very attentively, watch it and share before we conclude the show.
For brothers and sisters who died, over 56 years has washed away our fears and strengthened our pride. Now we turn back the tide. We will no longer hear your command. We will seize the control from your hand. We will fan the flame of our anger and pain, and you feel the shame for what you do in love. And we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we will sing. We will sing our own song. When the ancient drums will free, the voice of our forefathers sing. Ambazonia, a day of freedom has come for me and for you, for Ambazonia. And we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we will sing. We will sing our own song. ancient freedom stream, the voice of the forgotten sea. Ambazonia, a day of freedom has come for me and for you, for Ambazonia. Yes, we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, we'll sing our own song. Yes, yes, we will fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, our own song. Oh, yes, we'll fight for the right to be free, and we will build our own society, and we will sing, our own song. Ambazonia, continue to 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 Ambazonia, continue to.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. However, before we go, we are going to show this other video. You know, I'll have to mute it because I don't want anybody to hear what they're saying there. But we're going to get another small video that we're going to play. You know, last time we posted something and then some people said, "Oh no, it was not true. You know, this is because you took this in a vehicle in Maryland and all of those." So we want to bring that video that we posted on our wall before we go. Very briefly, I want to thank our people, our brothers from Mention County. That's another county that we need to support. And of course, you can see, you can see where this is coming from. So you can see all of those things that are in the message. We posted that on our Facebook page. But some people were making a lot of noise. So I want to play the video very quickly. So you can see that's a video. So we're trying to, let me start to enlive it here. So we're going to, so this one, so you can see those are things that have entered. I want to thank our brother from Menjon County that all of us were waiting on when Menjon County will do something. So all of them with the RPGs and all of those things, they are there, and that's the video. Once it is cleared from the people of Menjon, we are going to put it on social media for you all to see. The reason why it was taken in the car is because I wanted to make sure that there is no way they can understand what's going on. We also want to thank the people of the Manu Advisory Council. I want to thank Siseko, Dr. Peter Ako, and the rest of the Manu people who are bringing everybody together, making alliance to ensure that we have everything work for Manu. We also want to thank you. We've seen the very great thing that us, the Manu people, have done, your efforts, and the big stuff that has entered and some that are going to. So we want to leave it at that. So for those who were saying that these things were found in a car in Maryland, we just wanted to show them so that they can see for themselves that we don't do propaganda. This is actually a delivery that is going to Menjon County. So we're always trying to, we'll show it effectively though. Subsequently, you can see. So all those things are real. Are not. It's not a joke. And so we want to just put it that way. So we'll show the full stuff, so you can see all It came in a message form, all of them. So this one is there. That's it. So okay, thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. And the people of Boyo, I want to let you know that we have received a complaint about what is happening with the mayor and all of those people who are trying to corrupt our boys. So it will announce a special show for the people of Boyo, but today we want to leave it very brief. We don't want this show to be very lengthy. So I want to thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. You listen to the video from my brother and friend Alem. I'm going to put it up on my wall now. You watch it, you share it, and have the inspiration that is how we envisage a very beautiful Ambazonia in future. Do not forget the BLM fundraising today. It is, of course, at 9700 Martin Luther King Jr. Highway in Laham, Maryland, from 8 p.m. We'll go there to support Field Marshal, Red Dragons, and to make sure that we completely kick La Republic out of the BLM. And for those who make a lot of noise each time we have an issue in a camp, they should also know that La Republic has camps. We also destroy their camps. We've taken a lot of things from them. So we are in a war, and sometimes we're going to lose some battles, and we have won most of the battles. So we are not bothered that they attack the BLM Red Dragon. Even God forbid, but even if something had happened to any of those fighters, or even all of them, God will still have provided a way for us to have more fighters. So we thank God for preserving their lives, because they know that they want to lead them to fight for this independence. Bye-bye for now. God bless you, and stay blessed. See you when I can see you. If there's need for another show, we're going to announce immediately. So for the poor Bello, I'm going to touch on your issue tomorrow or next tomorrow. Thank you, and stay blessed. Bye-bye. Don't forget the BLM fundraiser today, 8 p.m., 9700 Martin Luther King Jr. Highway, Laham, Maryland. Bye for now.